options here. When you open Premiere Pro, it should be blank here. You're going to name this video Lesson 6.1, and I'm just going to go ahead and run you through the settings in the next place. So hopefully it doesn't ask you before now, but you can import videos in this mode. So it says select media to import. It's probably not here, so you can go to your desktop. Make sure before you start this, you pull those videos out of downloads and put them here on your desktop. It's sometimes just a little bit easier. And then you would just click on those videos there. The other place you can do that throughout this activity is you could just simply click and drag them into this bin here, or 2-finger click in the, or control click on your mouse in the room in the black area here and choose import, and then drag or find the video that you want to import. So what we're hoping to do today is we are going to edit these clips to where and again, I had to change the format of them. So sometimes the lips and what they're saying don't match, but we're just trying to edit here. This is kind of like your move tool. It's your selection tool. That's the one after you do something, you always want to go back to that one. That allows you to edit a clip here. So I can like drag that, and there I'm editing parts out of the end. Or I could move a clip, whatever. So whatever you want to do, that's your selection tool. Later we're going to learn this razor tool, and that kind of allows you to place a break, which is exactly like what you guys do in iMovie, that Command B. So you're just razoring and cutting a clip there. To zoom in and stuff down here, you just have your cursor down in your timeline here, and you just click your plus sign, and then your minus sign zooms out. So zoom in is your plus, and again, all that does is just kind of allows you to edit like more seconds, like a little bit more fine-tuned when you're editing, but sometimes you want to zoom out to see like all of your clips. Okay, so I'm going to start a new sequence here. I'll just go with that. Oops. So my sequence settings, again, I don't know if they'll ask you to set these. If they have, you're going to choose this digital SLR 1080p 30. And then just click OK. All right. We do want to make sure that we're saving these just like we would in Photoshop to OneDrive, not some random Adobe folder, because again, that's just on your computer. So always make sure that you go to File, Save As, and choose on your computer, stuff like that. And then your OneDrive. All right, so once I have that, I'm going to first click on my, if I double click in a video, that pops it up here to allow me to, it's called your source monitor, and that allows me to see just that clip. If I ever just want to drop the video, I can just drop that, or if I just want to drop the audio part of it, I can do that. But so if I'm up here, put my cursor here at the beginning.
It's about my twin sister.
Okay, sister. What's your name?
So in that first clip here in Canvas, you see that that's what we are wanting to see here. So let me hop into Canvas here. So we should just see all right Dollface to what's your name. So if I just click on that one clip and I don't add any mark out, so if I mark it out here, it's already marked in at the beginning. If I mark it out there and drag that video down to my timeline, I want it to be video 1 and audio 1. It's going to ask me if I want to keep existing settings or change them. I want to keep them. I feel like that helps with the mouth, but maybe not. Like it matching the sound. All right, but right now my clip is really small. So I'm gonna go over here to my timeline and I'm going to click it and then just drag it so that it fills the screen there. All right, and again, I noticed down here that all that dropped was that
Sister, it's about my twin sister.
Okay, sister. What's your name?
Okay, now what you can do is you can drop the whole video. So let me show you without marking that. So try that, I guess, first. Go ahead and try that. Mark it out right after he says, all right, Dollface, what's your name? And then let's go to, so now we're going to drop the riders clip. And this time we're not going to use that mark in, mark out. I'm just going to show you how to drop and edit down in your timeline there. So it says, we want to go from we need a good name to Dixie. So I have my Riders 2 clip. I already imported it. If you haven't, it should be in your bin here. So I can just click on it and drag it, but I'm going to make sure, it looks like I've marked it in and out, so I'm going to change that. All right, so I'm just going to click on it here and I'm just going to drag it into my timeline. Again, it's small, so every time you're just going to have to click on it, make it bigger. Okay, cool. So I'm going to listen to it.
We need a good name. What's her name?
Now, if I wanted to get rid of him drinking the coffee there, I could, to edit from the beginning, I just hover my mouse there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I hover my mouse there and drag it to kind of that blue line. The nice thing about that is it doesn't delete anything. Just like in iMovie, I could, if I cut too much off, I could drag it like this and add to a little bit more. So I'm going to hit play.
We need a good name.
Okay, I'm gonna have him just kind of having that little bit of a sigh, but I gotta get rid of this black mark here. And in this view right here, when there's only 2 clips and this is my second clip, I can easily just grab it and move it over. I'll show you another way how to fix that later. If I need to, I can control click in that black space and choose ripple delete, and it would just get rid of that black space. So I'm gonna hit play.
We need a good name. What's her name? Betty. Something noir.
Dixie.
So I'm going to try and cut it. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more down here. See if I can cut it to where I don't hear him going, So these mountains down here are kind of where he says Dixie. And that right there is the guy, I think, saying, So I'm going to drag that to the blue line. Just play it.
Dixie.
All right, so now I want to hop back to my What's Your Name video. So the What's Your Name video saved, I have to double click it. It saved my mark in and mark out. Now what I want to do is I want to change this mark out spot to a mark in. So I'm going to put my cursor right over it. And I'm going to hit mark in. Now that's where my video will start. So those are kind of helpful for that. I'm going to hop to this one. I want to see her saying Dixie. I want to hear her saying Dixie, and then they kiss, and then it stops. All right. So same thing. She'll say
Dixie.
and they kiss, and I'll stop it. Okay. So right there, I'm going to hit my mark out. And again, I will just drag and drop that video down here. And again, that's all I'm gonna see of that video. So you're just going to continue to use those two, follow it along using the canvas thing. And again, it's your choice how you use that, if you wanna use the mark in and mark out or just edit from the behind part of it. That is fine as well. Oh, let me show you one other way to slice it. Okay, so let's say, so for the writers, the next one is, I'm gonna show you one more way to edit. So it says, Dixie, what is that? All right, so if I drop this clip here, go over here, and hit play.
We need a good name. What's her name? Betty. Something noir.
Dixie.
Okay, so let's say that I want to get rid of this part of the video altogether. Like I don't want to be able to fine tune it at all. So this razor, what it does is it puts an actual break in the video. So this is good if you're like filming and in the middle of filming something, someone walks down the hallway, or there's an overhead, announcement, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. So you could clip out of the middle of the video. Then you would just click back up here. Make sure it clicks both of, or razors both of your clip and the sound. And then you would just click on the video and hit delete. And then that control click, ripple delete.
Dixie's great. I love that. That's perfect. What is that?
All right, so right there is where I want to stop. Again, I could zoom out and move my cursor back, or I could click that razor and get rid of the end. We are going to continue to use those two clips, but so just continue to work through it that way. But that's what we're doing today, and then you're just going to continue to kind of follow those videos. Just so you know, there is a marker here, and this is the marker for the whole video. So, and then this will so if it tells you to mark within a certain part of a clip, that's right here. But if it tells you just mark within a certain part of the whole video, that's going to be right here. So again, how to make these bigger is you just double click and drag them out until they reach the span of the screen there. All right, and just continue, make sure you save. I would save frequently. Every time you do something and it's right, just hit Command S, get that saved in case something glitches out for you.